Hello, hello. Welcome to episode 16. I am once again in a reserved conference room in the Boston Public Library. I it's funny, I was going to try using my headphones again today because being in like one of these tiny little spaces, like I can see all the other people and I'm worried that like my voice is going to disturb them, particularly because like I have a deeper voice and I feel like that tends to travel more easily through like walls and glass and stuff. Um, That being said, I cannot use my headphones today because look who figured out finally what was wrong with them. Look at this. Oh, this is not good. I don't know if it's visible in there, but like that's a very dead wire. I'm gonna buy new headphones today. Come back with a vengeance. In any case, so last time we finished off not one but two vignettes with a little fun. I figured we would um pick up with a third one. Um, I want to try picking up with what are we interested in doing? There's a few kinds of stories we can tell right now, right? Um, if we think for a moment like a reader, our big question, the thing we're really interested in is how did this happen, right? And I think like starting to dive into that, even a little bit, like getting one perspective on how it happened would be like interesting. So let's have a new character. We're at 7544, so our goal is going to be 8050, so 506 words is going to be our goal. So I can do a little more because again, I'm in the library today and I've got my little conference room, so I can make the most of it. But Leah, I want to quickly remember my phrasing. It's like this. What's the name of the kid? Oh, why is it always so hard? I'm gonna look around. Do I see anything in this room that suggests a name? What's the name on my broken headphones? J-Lab. I don't think I can name someone J-Lab. We can have a name that starts with J. What is J? There we go. I'm pausing for a second. Things in the world, like plenty of other things in the world. This, because the fact is we end the story with them not being in the world. Particular vignette, right? And one of the things that's going to happen is that the vignettes are going to feed each other, right? So this ending idea of like, you can always count on people, or you don't have to hold up the whole world. Like these are also phrases of importance. I almost want to like start building them up, right? People. Like just like collecting these sorts of little phrases that over time will begin to build up kind of like an emotional slash thematic vocabulary of the piece, right? So let me quickly figure out the time frame, right? So in this original vignette, it's 8:45 a.m., right? So he spends how long? Picking up. So 8:45. Let's say that it happens at exactly 10 o'clock. Let's make that assertion. Let's make that assertion first. So it happens at 10 o'clock. And I can just from my own AM on Sunday. And if we start to get like specific dates for this, like what month it is or anything like that, I can start to like build up this understanding. Why am I capitalizing clarinet? Sort of an odd choice for me to be making. 9:30 on a Sunday. Sun J. Banger. Who else? Grad student. Like I'm imagining kind of that thing that people do where they're like hold like this. And then to like think about how to express that idea. Like I have to remember the address of this place. That's another thing I need to write down, actually. It's the thing I always end up doing. Where is this? Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. Is everyone's like gathered? I know I said it like it's McKim, right? Something McKim. But I don't remember the exact 10 through 26 McKim Street. I'm gonna write that down real quick. 26 McKim Street. I just want to like always be keeping track of stuff like that. For like sometimes I don't, sometimes I actually don't write this stuff down like ever. And oh, do I pay the price for that, you know? Let's keep going. Okay. So I'm gonna put her at, let's say, well, actually, let me where does I want to get a little more information. I think she lives at 18 McKim Street. That's where she lives. I've decided that. Something she wanted to watch. Let's okay. I want I'm doing a lot of like just to talk about what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a lot of what you could pretty reasonably call like character work. I'm just like building up this human because here's the thing. I get to do because of the way the first vignette and the second vignette as a supporting kind of a supporting role does, I now get to write with full dramatic irony, right? Everything we're reading now, everything I'm writing now that we're reading now, we know what's going to happen now. So instead of like having to be like spaceship, 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 it's sort of like we get to spend the whole time up until that happens asking like, is it about to happen? Is it going to happen now? Is it going to happen now? At what point is this situation going to like occur? Right? And there's like, I don't know, there's kind of a little magic to that, at least in my mind. Because that money really does ought to be rightfully hers. and then we'll be like fair and square. That's how we'll resolve that little one. All right. Okay, so what I think we ought to do, I want to, so I want to draw attention to the parking lot because I think, yes, so yesterday I had the parking lot completely gone. Or not yesterday, but like in the past few, I've had the parking lot completely gone. I don't think I want that. I think I want the parking lot partially gone because I'm sort of interested in the idea of having cars, right? Like, I'm interested in that, but I also want to do something with the parking lot, like based on what's happening here. So, that being said, let's let's look at what the parking lot or all the times I talked about it before. There we go. Okay. Perfect, perfect. Station wagon. $50 parking space. I don't know. There's kind of a that's cute. Okay, see, there's a pun in there, right? Greg. Oh, it's 3 blocks. I want 15. Let's make it 10 minutes. I think it's time is more useful than space in this way, right? Like, 'cause we're kind of writing about, you know. I'm gonna do something with like the whole joke about not being up before 10. How did I do that? Okay. Okay, so we need to like let's make like a little thing. What's a phrase? What's a phrase? I know. I've invented. I want to give it like an extra. Let's give it an R because an R is a good guess. Gonna be the phrase is feel the freedom. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Theme of the tree. Okay. Oh, that's why I love doing this. Seem the tree look? Oh, okay. So it's like I'm seeing like what I kind of want to do is this, right? Loses TV signal for the puzzle we solved, or she solves it herself right before, but signal cuts before she gets confirmation. No satisfaction. Like sort of this like idea, like it's sort of a structural choice, right? Using the Wheel of Fortune kind of guesses to I almost want to like here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually because I really like this. I'm gonna turn these also into or rather, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the E's, keep the T and the R. She doesn't make any guesses yet. Seam the tree log. I don't know why I like that so much. First. Actually, I'm gonna go with Q is almost too much of a joke. Jeep the I don't know. There's something about that. But I want this to be kind of like a through line for her. I think I like how do they find these people? How do they find them? All right, so there's a mimetic mutation that's going to happen. So this is going to mutate later. Like that's going to be kind of an arc phrase for this section where she's going to kind of like what's the word? Like when because Leah, this woman here in my mind is the same woman who's kind of when we come back here, she's like pacing, right? One between 30 and 37. Right, that's her. That's the same lady. Um, and she's because her husband, so like the way I'm envisioning it is her husband goes like here's how it goes. Her husband goes to pick up her son from clarinet practice. Um, and while they're gone, um, that's when kind of like the whole thing happens, right? And so she's left like, oh no, my son, like because with Marco, what he was sort of pulled away from, what he was ripped away from, was kind of like a little bit, I'm not gonna say it was abstract, but it wasn't quite as concrete as directly losing a person in front of you. Whereas, like in this case, like she's, because his dad, in a very real way, his dad was already gone, right? His sense of loss is not as like immediate and like it doesn't feel preventable or like it doesn't feel as though like something has gone wrong so much as like something hasn't gone as right as you might have wished. Whereas in this case, it's more like she's lost her family, like her actual family who have been with her this whole time right up till now. So this is going to mutate. Like that's kind of the trick that we're going to try to pull here, right? No, he's not throwing a jacket. Okay, okay. It's like we're kind of like, oh, so I'm like stretching. Yes, there's nothing like a good stretch. So we're gonna do kind of a twisting of the knife with this, right? So actually, I'm not gonna leave a comment. I'm just gonna do this because how much time do I have? Yeah, I got time. So like the idea is that he's going to be like, oh, it's like a 10 minute, it's only 10 minutes, I'll be right back. Like, and of course the irony then is that he leaves and he can't get a jacket. So like and despair, right? I almost like I want to come back up here and give her, where is she? A light jacket, right? So the idea is that like that jacket is the jacket that he would have taken if he listened to her. I think this is gonna be one of those sequences where it's like I'm gonna have the characters do a lot of talking past each other. Um, it's a technique you see in like a certain kind of you sometimes yeah, I mean you do see it in literature, a lot more in modern literature. Like for the most part, like on the page, characters tend to really engage in dialogue back and forth. Whereas both in real life and in like cinema, sometimes characters tend to talk past each other more than at or to each other, right? So like we're gonna have these two people sort of like a little bit talking past each other. Case in point is light green. So let's add some more letters. Um, I'm just like writing cute dialogue between, I don't know, like I'm having fun with these characters for a minute. Uh, I've already forgotten. So let's do a little bit more time. 9:55 now. Yeah, we're doing like a time. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna oh, I've still got time. Uh, fix I money. Chat tell us what she, Greg both do for a living. I haven't decided anything like that yet. What else? What else? What else? What else? What was I about to do? And then what's going to happen? F bulbs. Vessel signal cuts. And then after that, we get like the fun part, which is uh, and I think I like the idea of Lydia searching frantically around the ground. For what? Trapdoor into 20 minutes ago? And this is the important part. Finds things. And we're gonna have engines and control room. Because it's like the apartment building has not just been, sent into space, it's been turned into a spaceship, right? Again, for reasons that I don't know at all. Like I'm just kind of effing around, so to speak. But so she's gonna, because she's frantically searching, she is giving us the excuse to gather a little more information. Like, it's not just that we're in space, it's that, like, wait a second, like, there's, and almost like it makes me think I need to go back to the little baby snippet, this thing here, right? All right, there we go. I like that, like, wrapping up of it. Let's see. I've got a few minutes left here, but I think I've like hit a good, have I hit a good summary or do I want to like, I've got 5 minutes left. No, I'm gonna take the stopping point because I don't want to stress myself if I like get caught in like a prose snarl of some sort. I like to be mindful of my time, but I think I've achieved a good deal. We far exceeded our goal. We were supposed to write 500 words. We've written 1,200 something words. So we'll call that a win for now. I will see you all next time. Thank you for tuning in.